By the way, if you ever hear me call someone a Karen in my videos, somehow I didn't edit it out or it wasn't there, I'm talking about that dog. So all it does is complain about everything. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, 1973 Super Beetle, flavored orange. It's been on the channel before. Last episode on, it's been a few weeks, but we got it running. So, like I said, I want to make sure in that episode I wanted to get it running because it's been sitting since 98-ish. Wanted to get it running to make sure that anything moving forward would not be, you know, a terrible idea or a waste of money on the owner's end. So, it runs, it's good. Next thing we're gonna do is rip out the engine, rejuvenate it. But this episode is, I feel, gonna be the next key in the puzzle. And get brakes working. And the reason I say that is I am still fighting doors. And unfortunately, because I had to shuffle the car again, put them back. I've tried everything. Tried drilling the pins, try, you know, I have two different hinge tools. Broke one of them, so that's good. And my more higher end one, messed that one up too. So we're going off well. It's starting off great. So we're gonna do the right thing, or I'm gonna do the right thing, and well, we're cutting the doors off. Yep, and replace the hinges. So, reason it hasn't been on channel, I've been waiting to get all 4 hinges in. I had 3 and one was on back order and then stuck in Canada for some ungodly reason, and now I have them, so now I can feel a little more comfortable cutting the hinges off because I cannot unlock them. So that is first step in doing a brake job on this car. Cut the doors off. And you might ask why. Well, there's a good answer. I have to get in and out of the car to bleed it. Number 2, the pedal cluster on this car is locked up, bigger than, well, just locked up. So, yeah, if I can't get in and out of the car mildly easily, because, you know, round, it's gonna go terrible for me. So, just gonna, you know, plug in a cutoff wheel, 4.5-inch death wheel, if you will, and zip it off and do a Jeep conversion. Sounds like a plan, but stay tuned. Let me get my extension cords run and everything plugged in, and you know, we'll cut this side off first because, well, it's the passenger side. You don't see both sides of the car at once. If it goes terribly wrong, well, you don't get in from the passenger side, I guess. Anywho, I'll be back. All right, because you know, I only make the best plans and I go over everything like 7,937 times in my head to possibly come up with any bad scenario that would come up. That's a complete lie. You shoot from the hip usually after a hard night of drinking, coming up with these good ideas, which is true. We're gonna cut it off. So, start at the bottom one, because I can sit. But yeah, just gonna cut through the back side of this so I can pull the door off. Stay latched. Contact! Now, I don't always try to go with the most violent of approaches first. I've had this car for about a month and a half, 2 months now, and pretty much every day I've been trying to get these things broke loose. Good news is, bottom driver did come loose. But I'm still going to replace it because, yeah, gotta have to. So, bottom one, I think it's cut enough. Top one, try not to gack the body, but yeah, slow process, especially trying to get an angle. Maybe it's Sawzall, but I'm afraid the blade might have jump around too much. I don't know. I've literally, in my years of doing this, have not had to cut hinges off of a Beetle to gain entry. So, yeah. If there's a better way, well, it's too late now. All right, that top hinge is definitely came undone. So I think I still got that bottom one connected, but see if it's cut through or not. Nope, I don't. Well, I sort of don't. All right. Rescue on the lift, and we'll pop the pin for the door catch, door check, whatever you want to call it, and pull this off. Oh, hammer! Wiggle jiggle. All right, you're out. The rubber is literally stuck to the car. There we go. One door. Off. So, now it's a lot better than I thought, getting the door open. Yep, sure is. It's not. Okie dokies. Let me get the other side off, and we could start on brakes, because, you know, this is going well. All right, guys, obviously, car's in the air. Doors are, you know, Beetle's in Jeep mode, if you will. I'm gonna start on the passenger side. I don't know how much I don't know, or I don't think that this is going to be a complete service to where these are going to be braking, to be honest. And the reason I say that is I ordered the wrong master cylinder. So unless it comes in, you know, before I have to edit this video, we might be just doing pad swap, and, you know, or yeah, shoe swap, wheel cylinder, basically getting it ready for the hydraulics. Not to mention, not to mention the pedal cluster I still got to get out. And looking at it, I don't know why I assumed or not, I got to run a new front to rear line. I did the dumb thing, 6 and a, well, 24 if you have it. Yeah, I did the dumb thing, and I assumed, for some reason, that the front to rear was, you know, good. Mainly because I saw the front of it, and I saw the back of it, and it looked like it was replaced. But it was compression fitting replaced from there, you know, mid-car back, and, well, like most things, when you do that, number one, it's unsafe, compression fittings. I'm not saying you can't splice lines together, because I've done it, except you need actual fittings, guys. All right, one wheel drum thing off. So yeah, that entire run's gonna get replaced, because I like doing that. So, all right, that's off. Where are we now? Let me get this line off. I'm gonna try to do the more pain in the butt things first, and I'm hoping it's gonna cooperate. I did look, they're date stamped. They were replaced in 91? 9 of 92, 82. 82 or 92, these the lines have been replaced, so we're obviously replacing these lines anyway. But I don't, again, try not to run all the steel lines, because the steel lines look like they're relatively in decent condition. So if I can get away with not replacing every one of them. I'm going to. The only one that's really bad, like I said, currently just by looking at it, is the front to rear. So we'll try to only replace one line. Fire and lube. Hopefully this thing's going to break loose. This thing looks like it's already been chewed on by like a wild, animal. So that's great. All right. Are you going to cooperate? I am optimistically hopeful. Dog? Will my line wrench even fit anymore? Yeah, it actually does. All right. So line wrench on. 17, did I guess right? Yes. Woo! She had some pressure in there. But actually came apart nicely. It was almost like whoever put this thing together didn't, reef on it, 3,000%. Which is just a joy. All right, that line's off. See if we get the same success rate with this bottom one. Let's move you guys a little bit. Move you a little out of the way. Same thing, a little bit of fire tuning. Now, I never recommend going full fire if you're not going to replace these rubber lines. Or full fire first if you're not going to replace the rubber lines. Because structural integrity of the line, depending how hot you get it, because I smell rubber right now. You might hear a gurgle, actually. But anyway, structural integrity of the line starts to get a little compromised. So, let's see if we go 2 for 2. Lube. Good enough. Put more on the wrench, because science. Ooh. You're gonna cooperate. Loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten. Maybe more lube and fire. But yeah, I'm gonna twist that thing off. Hell, maybe not. I saw it rotate, so I'll replace this one. So, all right, we'll cross. I need a. Damn it. Need to get that bleeder out. But yeah, we'll cross that one when it happens. That still looks way too tight. Let me get a wrench for the bleeder. If it has been. It's been replaced with original. Yeah, usually, I think I've said this, bleeders on modern things or rebuilt ones, the bleeder screw goes bigger, or that nut, so it turns into usually an 8. Whatever the next size up is, I guess what I'm getting at. So, get that off. Ah, man. You're gonna be stubborn, aren't you? I'm not gonna take off the wheel cylinder yet because I still got everything attached. I just want to get it loose. Still got to break the line with my mysterious 11 that ran away. All right. This line's twisting back here anyway. It is what it is. Like I said, I'll replace this side. And the shock tower shot. All right, let's strip this stuff down. Excuse me. Spring. Now, even though I do replace all the hardware in these things, I do save on these if they don't look, completely shot. And the reason being is I might have a car come in that happens to have one broken. Let's zoom you out a little bit. Pan. They might have one broken, have something laying on a shelf that'll work, instead of buying or replacing everything. And again, it's everything I do for the most part is at owner's discretion. So having parts that I'm confident that wouldn't fail on the shelf, that might save a customer a couple bucks instead of replacing everything. If for some reason they don't want to do that, well, that's great. All right. Shoes. They don't look too bad. Well, I mean, they're terrible, but I mean, they had life to them. All right. Let me get my wire wheel in here. Clean up this back plate. I cannot believe those actually adjust. All right, yeah. Let me clean up this back plate. Make it look nice and pretty, and I'll get back to you. Man, it does look like a new wheel cylinder, but it looks locked. Ooh, might have came around. Nope. All right, let me clean this up, and you'll join me for reassembly. Yeah, just wire wheel, clean it up. So, all right, I'm back. All right, stripped, wire brushed, painted. Let me get this line off. Rubber line so we can get it out of the way. These clips just, pull out. Come on, at least that one's not seated all the way. What do I do with my compressors on? Screwdriver. There we go. All right, clips out. Lines loose, this should just get out of the way, if you will, like that. Yeah, if it focuses, most likely not. It's shot, the adjusters are stuck on there. We'll just replace that lower part. Like I said, I was more, concerned about this one, but that one feels fine. Looks fine too, so that's good. All right, let's start slamming this thing back together. Wheel cylinder. Take off the bleeder. Loose the cap. I'll find that in a second. I'll find that in a second. Wheel cylinder can go on. Maybe. There we go. Let me get my power tools. I'll be back. And I got to do a battery change apparently. What did I step on? Oh, old wheel cylinder. Okey-doke. Now with power tool and full battery, let's run this guy on. Let's run this guy on forward because, that might help. Click and tight. All right. Orientate those guys. Don't really have to mess with them yet just because everything's out. Put the bleeder in. Trying to lose it or forget it. Slightly run it in just due to the fact that we got to put the hard line back on. All right, shoes and springs. All right. Does it say best fit? No. Here's where it said best fit. Because that'd be awesome. All right. Shoe. Stuff I like to struggle with. Spring and keeper. Pliers. It looks like we're going to be using the new kit. Nope, found it. Stay. I don't know where my doobly-doo is. There we go. But pliers will suffice. Semi-center them. Also, I think I've said this in all my videos, these adjusters, they're cut with a ramp. Make sure, you know, the rampy side, the shallower side, entrance side, I don't know. Make sure the smaller side of the wedge is, you know, up. If you don't, what usually happens is you add an extra, you know, quarter-ish, whatever, on the bottom. And you can't get your shoes run in all the way to, you know, actually get your drum back on. And then you're wondering what you do wrong and stuff like that. Most likely it was that. Not saying in all cases, but a high possibility is your adjuster isn't upside down. All right, this guy. Where are you? I can't see nothing. There we go. All right. Keepers on. Let's sort of center this. Good. All right, let's get these little guys on. Hook it in there. Yeah. Click. Pop it on. Same thing. Hook and pop. Lower spring's on. Good. Upper spring. Upper spring in. Das good. All right, now what I gotta do, rebuild, you know, the brake line. Where's the new one? And I don't know if I said it in the video or I might have said it in one of them in this car. I thought this rubber line was wrong because it had a huge stretch to it. Well, it's, I don't know, 2 inches too short. So yeah, I'd say it was wrong. But let's get this guy assembled. All right, because I'm very good at leaving everything, you know, loose and not going back and tighten it. We're gonna leave that hand tight and not go back and tighten and wonder why I have leaks all over the place. All right, let me bend up a new soft line or bend up a new hard line, get that attached, and then this wheel can be pretty much buttoned up. So give me a minute. I'm gonna cut some tubing and I'll show you what it looks like when, you know, you bend up a new thing. Plan. New hard line, you know, made. So let's get this connected from A to B so that we can hopefully have, you know, at least the beginnings of a functional brake system on this side. Plug. Also, if you guys don't use this copper nickel, it's amazing when it comes to, you know, just bending and, you know, repairing. Plus it don't rot. Kind of just make it go where you want it to go. And you too can have that SEMA install. Now don't get me wrong, you know, traditional line or stainless. If you go through the efforts to actually say make it look good, keep a straight run, so on and so forth, it looks good. But this stuff, because it's so malleable, pliable, able to move and do whatever it wants. If you got long straight runs, trying to keep them looking good is hard. As soon as you sneeze, it'll move or bend. All right, let's tighten these things up. Good dunk. Get the clip back on. Possibly. There we go. Doink. And then obviously I'm going to go double check that, you know, it's fastened after, you know, it leaks. This is about what happens. This one I'll put the clip on first. And then we'll tighten it. Snug. All right. On, good, tight. No weird funky binding, so that's good. That'll be good. Let me shove the drum back on. Leader, just for prosperity. And catch thread. There we go. Tighten this guy up. There we go. Tight. Back off. Not worried about scraping. Obviously the pads or the shoes aren't centered. Just want to get this thing in. Tighten that gym nut. All right, light, get off there. But stay. Yeah, I don't know how you can see it, but new line, you know, soft line, wheel cylinder, or metal line, soft line, all that stuff. Should be decently tight. Let's move on to the back and try to get this knocked out. Hopefully it cooperates. Yeah, I'm just doing the passenger side now, obviously. Driver's side is going to be exactly the same. I just got a little bit more room for activities on this side to, you know, show you things. New cotter. That means someone's been in there, so that's a good thing. All right, I think I got most of the stuff I need to do this. Probably not. But yeah, first thing, let me get this cotter out. Like I said, it's brand new, or brand new looking. It's probably from, you know, 1999 or 3 or whenever these brakes were done last. So, happy to see something in here. Well, new. Come on. I'm just hoping the wheel cylinder itself, or the nut here, is going to cooperate. And if it doesn't, we will make it. There it is. Nice. But you where, you know, be nice and hot. You're going to cooperate and come off? That's the other question. There we go. Had to find the right angle of dangle. Tell it's been sitting for a while. All right. Ooh, mouse house kind of thing. All the stuff in here looks great. Let's pull off some of that body tar. Yeah, we're millennial zoom. Rusted, crusted, you know, your typical rusty and crusty, typical stuff, nothing major. Strip this down like we did the other side. And for as new as that cotter was, nothing in here looks new. Wheel cylinder looks old, shoes look old. Everything just looks old, which is, you know, fine. I was just expecting to see new components in here. And like I said, not seeing it, you know, what it is. This lower spring was not doing anything except giving you some premature wear. Again, why I try to replace hardware. Oh, you're doing enough to annoy me right now. There we go. Yeah, this is on. Why are you so jacked up in here? There we go. Zoom. See the pigtails, you know, coming out? This guy wasn't doing much. So, again, reason I replace hardware. Top spring. Top spring looks fine enough. Oh, wow. There we go. But yeah, the shoes are toasted. They're wore down. I like to show them, not like, obviously I'm just going to run them anyway. But, yeah, there's no bringing them around. Spreader bar. E-brake. Man, that e-brake is pretty much locked up too. All right. That's good. Obviously, we'll replace that. Need the arm. That's fine. Wheel cylinder. Like I said, gonna have to. Man, oh, this bleeder isn't even gonna crack loose. That's fine. That's what happens too. You break bleeders. Again, fine. We have new ones, or new components, and already, like I said, committed to. Probably going to be replacing, or not probably, I am going to be replacing this hard line because it's seen better days. Again, don't care about the line, just due to the fact that, yeah, we're replacing the rubber. Hopefully just get a little heat on this thing so to break this line loose. That was tight. All right, as always, let me clean this thing up, and yeah, I'll get back to you with it rejuvenated, and we'll put this side back together. Also, I'll make that hard line, so we should be good. Oh, let me get the soft line off. Hopefully it cooperates. But let me bring you in, and I'll show you as best as I can the state of that crossover, because it's bad. I got to replace it. I really do. I mean, I could probably get away with not, but that's not how I do stuff. Oop, squeeze in there. I don't know how well you can tell, but yeah, that crossover line looks like it's been replaced before, but it's bad. I don't feel, me personally, like I said, I drive these cars before the customers. And yes, it might hold for my test drive, but knowing it's back there does not give me the warm and, oh, it's a single-sided transmission. Nice. It does not give me the warm and fuzzies. So, yeah, we'll replace that too. All hard lines. Might end up redoing the front one, the front crossover. I don't know. Good thing I just ordered a bunch of new line. Also, now we're turning into the reason why I can't do the front to rear. Not to mention, you know, the master cylinder. So, let me struggle getting that front to rear off, or that crossover off. And yeah, you'll join me next scene putting this wheel back together. And at least get it plumbed up to that T. You know, you can't predict this stuff. It's great. I will be back. I thought I had it broke loose. Yeah, it's broke. So yeah, I'm hoping it's, for some reason, a 3/8 head, and it's still metric, and they didn't, like, you know, wedge something in there. Because I don't have another, oh wait, I think I have another straight through. I don't have another T. Yeah. Man, this thing don't focus. Or doesn't like to focus. Yeah, that's a 3/8 head. So, that's a double flare too. Yeah, hold on, let me grab another, where's that other line? This is the wrong brake line in here. Can I run you back some? No, you're just seized on there. But anyway, yeah, this is the wrong brake line. I know it's not going to zoom for me. But that, you're not gonna zoom. That's a double flare. These are bubbles. Can I get better? Can I get something to help me here? Help me understand. All right, that's a bubble. If you can see there's a little bit of a push off, so it can seat. Typically, when they're threaded all the way up and flat across the top, and you could probably, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but yeah, this is the wrong flare. Right thread, at least it's what, 10x1. So, all right. I don't know how it didn't leak, or if it did, it was really wrenched down. So, I'm going to pull that crossover, that split, see the integrity of the flare. Because if I make a bubble and it doesn't seal, well, we have a problem. If for some reason it's supposed to be inverted. All right, what's that, 10 mil? Be able to see in here, good or well or whatever. I feel fine running it. If I was running steel line, I'd replace it. The reason I say that is because I'm running copper. It's a little soft and malleable. I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. But you see that shiny ring? That's where the flare was touching. The other side looks fine if it has full contact. But yeah, that little ring, halo, if you will, that was the only contact that that flare had. So I assume it was sealing. It's just not well. So this is fine. We'll make a new crossover line. You can see how things just spitball. Simple brake job, yeah, pad slap. Replace everything. We still haven't even put brakes on yet. I just realized that. And I haven't even cleaned it. All right, let me clean this up and do what I was supposed to be doing before I got ADD'd over on that system. It's not one thing, it's 73 others. All right, cleaned up. Still gotta get the parking thing off, or parking shoe. But let's get this wheel cylinder in. Leave that on. Get the wheel cylinder in so we can actually, you know, make progress in this brake job. Hopefully. Tighten the wheel cylinder. Tight. All right, let me get shoes and a spring kit and that parking thing off. I can do the parking thing right now because we need this. Brake lever on. Start replacing this. And springy thing there. Good. Stay. Keeper back on, or the holder, whatever you want to call it. This thing, the retainer. I don't know. I swear, getting these things on are the hardest part of any brake job. Orientate. Now you go there. No, now you gotta, oh man. One-handed operation. Go back in. Don't, come on. Please. Please. Thank you. Now you go back together. Nope, you fell out again. Nope, you didn't. All right. Now you get where you need to go. All right, e-brake on. There we go. Wibbles, jiggles and wiggles. Other side. Beep. Beep. Spring and holdery downer thingy, some pliers. Stay easy with the hand transfer. All right. On. Good. Get in your, crap. All right, now just go where you need to live. Perfect. Good. Springs. Get the spreader bar in first. House looking thing. Whatever. E-brake side. There we go. Cooperate. All right, that's on. Get the spring. I'm probably gonna need vice grips because this one's gonna be substantially stronger. Spring installation pliers. Boop. On there. Oh yeah. On there. Better put that in. And then the bottom. Notice it's one piece. Well, the other one was one piece. One coil. Doesn't look like a front end of a four-wheel drive Mercedes, you know, 1980s. And lower. Doink. All right, that's done. Where did I put the key? Yes. And we'll just shove this guy on. Come on. Boink. All right, that's good. Springs are on. Everything's adjusted there. We're good. All right, let's start running this stuff. Got the line, or hard line made. Let me just put that on so I don't screw anything up. Just gonna throw a soft line in there. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing, but maybe you can sort of see things. But we're gonna just throw a soft line in. You still can't see it. Soft line's there so I have a, you know, point of trajectory to aim for when I bend this thing in. You know, if I was a smart man, I would have just used the other one like a template because it did come off, you know, relatively in one piece. But we all know I'm not a smart man. Pull that off. Pull the cap out. Come on. All right. Cap out. It's on. It's not touching. It's good. All right. Whew. This is going well. I guess I got to make a crossover line. Yeah, we'll do that. But this side's buttoned up. The front's good. I have to finish buttoning up this one though. Let's tighten everything. I know, crazy concept. All right, I got this thing all attached like. Let me throw it in. And then we'll worry about that other line after. Snug. All right, this wheel's good. Shoot the Uggs and Dugs on, tighten it up. Tighten this one up and then call it good. Man, that battery's dead too. Tight. Cotter it. I'm gonna call this side good. That hole was. I stopped on one, I know it. There we go. Throw a new cotter. Slam this guy in and then, yeah, we'll call it good. For this side, I am obviously going to have to run, well, yeah, come on, cut. There we go. Bend over. There we go. All right, cotter's in. I'm probably going to remove it and redo it because I forgot to clean the drum. Genius. But anyway, let me set up the camera. We got and change the battery because we got the front done this side, rear done this side. I still got to do the other side and make a crossover. I think I'm going to cap it just by doing, you know, a shoe replacement and quick line replacement because, well, I should have been more prepared, but I was not. So I think we're going to wrap this up with just part one of, you know, full brake job, I guess. All right, I'll be right back. Change the battery too. All right, guys, don't know how long this episode ran, or this part of this rebuild of the brakes is gone. Things arose that I wasn't planning for, which I should have, because, I mean, looking at the car and how long it sat, I really should have anticipated more than I did, but I did not. So it's on me. Anywho, also, failure planning on my end equals, you know, this. So this is going to be a two-part brake episode. But fronts are done. Hard lines shoes, so on and so forth. Rear is done up into the crossover, which I still have to make. I need more line. And I still got to do the driver's side. But the driver's side, unless something pops up that is completely, you know, different than what we just experienced together on this side, I see that one going, well, relatively smoothly, and I'll just knock that out real quick. Next episode, hopefully my wheel cylinder or my master is going to be in, or the correct master is going to be in, and I'm hoping more of my hard line, because we got to do a lot of replacement. Next episode, we'll get this brake system fully functional as far as bled out, front to rear line put in, hopefully unlock that pedal cluster. If it doesn't, we're going to be waiting again, because I didn't order a new one, because I'm hoping I can get that one working. Hoping it's something dumb. So, anywho, rambling aside, if you like this episode, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, I promise you, we will chit chat. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.